right. Hey, good Thursday morning to you. Looking at Hebrews chapter 10, verse 19 through 25. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 19 through 25. I'm going through and looking as I'm reading through my Bible. We're almost finished reading through for the year. It won't be long, and we'll have read through our Bible another time. But I came upon this passage today, and it touched my heart, and I wanted to touch yours and encourage you. The writer of Hebrews says this: Therefore, brethren, having boldness to enter the holiest by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way which he consecrated for us through the veil, that is, his flesh, and having a high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider one another in order to stir up love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some, but exhorting one another, and so much more as we see the day approaching. When I read this passage, Paul is talking about the therefore. The writer of Hebrews is talking about therefore. He is mentioning to us all that has happened, what God has done. He said, therefore, since we know about this Jesus, and we have this boldness now to come before God, to come into the Holy of Holies in the presence of God himself, because we have a faithful high priest in Jesus. Let us draw near him with this full assurance, not doubting, as James says, wavering, but having our hearts sprinkled with this sacrifice that Jesus did for us, knowing that we don't have an evil conscience, and our bodies are washed with this pure water of Jesus and what he did for us. And let us hold fast to the confession. We don't need to waver. We need to understand that. We need to encourage one another, because we know that Jesus, the one who gave us this promise, that we can come to him and that we will be with him, he is faithful. But then the writer says, let us consider one another to stir up love and good works. My brothers, sisters, this little short devotional is because I want to stir up within you the love and good works that God intends. I don't want us to forsake this summing of ourselves together. I want us to come together at the times for Bible studies, for worship, for gatherings, so that we can encourage one another. Not to forsake it, the manner of some are, that they are at a distance, they are away from us. But let us exhort one another, encourage one another, because we see the day approaching when we will be before Jesus, the day approaching when he will return for us. Yes, I'm one of those that believes in the rapture, believes in a place called heaven, and that day is getting so close. So let's do all we can to encourage one another, and do all we can to win one more for Jesus and for the kingdom. Know that you're loved. Today is Thursday. The food pantry will be open. We'll be serving people in our community. Some 50, 60, 70 families will come through to receive food for the next week or two, and to give enough for that. And so thank you for being a part of that ministry. You helping do that is how that you too can say to this community and to this world, we're here for you. And so you have a great day. Know that you're loved, and God bless.